The second thing that we need to do, in addition to cutting calories, having a calorie-restricted diet, is to have a perfect diet. And of course, food begins in the soil, and our topsoil that grows the food for humanity around the world is just a couple inches thick all the way around the earth where there is topsoil. In many places, the Gobi Desert, the Sahara Desert, the deserts out west here, not much topsoil there, and so it really wouldn't work very well without a lot of building up of growing food for us. And it's pretty scary to think that our existence depends on such a small fraction of the total mass of the earth. Well, a perfect diet for human beings requires these 90 essential nutrients. They're called essential nutrients for two reasons. Number one, we cannot manufacture them. We must consume them every day, either as food or as supplements. Number two, if they're missing for any length of time, in some cases minutes, certainly hours, days, weeks, months, years, if they're missing for any length of time, you get some horrible collection of diseases, many of which are life-threatening. And here's where doctors kind of shrug their shoulders and say, there's no diseases you can prevent and cure with vitamins, minerals, that's all quackery. You probably hear that if you ask your doctors about it. And of course, you need to remind them that you can prevent and cure scurvy with vitamin C, and you can prevent and cure rickets with vitamin D, and you can prevent and cure anemia with iron and copper and folic acid and B12 and many other nutrients, and you can prevent and cure goiter with iodine and copper and selenium and tyrosine and amino acid and many other nutrients. And you can prevent and cure night blindness with vitamin A. And I could go through the 90 essential nutrients, but you get the gist of it, right? There's 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 essential amino acids, 3 essential fatty acids. And fortunately for us, our food plants, our grains, vegetables, fruits, and nuts can take carbon dioxide out of the air, use the sun's energy in a process known as photosynthesis to take the carbon dioxide out of the air, slice off the oxygen, pump it out in the atmosphere. You see, plants cannot make oxygen, but they can slice it off the CO2, pump it out in the air, and then make chains out of the carbon. And just to give you some sense of how well plants do that, when you look at, for instance, a redwood tree or a sequoia tree, which in the dry weight might be 50 tons, you could actually make 50 houses out of a single redwood tree. That 50 tons of wood is 95% by weight the carbon that comes out of the air. Wood is just carbon that comes out of the air, right? Not out of the soil, comes out of the air. Well, plants with that carbon, in addition to wood, can also make vitamins, amino acids, and fatty acids. These are 3 of our essential nutrients, vitamins, amino acids, fatty acids. They're carbon compounds. Plants make them for their own use, and fortunately for us, because we can't make them, but we need them for a healthy existence. And you can eat pretty badly, and you get a few vitamins here and a few amino acids there and a few fatty acids here and there, and you'll kind of struggle through. But that's why we average 72 to 75 in longevity. Okay? Even though we have the capacity to live well beyond 100, if you're not paying attention, if you're just sort of willy-nilly eating what's available, not really paying attention, the odds are you're not getting enough of everything, because plants will only make the optimal levels of vitamins, amino acids, and fatty acids when they're in proper soil. They're getting the proper nutrients. The food is picked at the appropriate time. It's stored properly, traveled properly, cooked properly, then stored properly, then eaten properly, and so on. And of course, it's almost never that happens because of our busy schedules and everything. But as a result, people can live to be 50, 60, 70, 80, then you start running out of steam. But if you live much past 50 or 60, you're going to spend a lot of time in doctor's offices. You're going to be overweight, you have diabetes and hypertension, coronary artery disease, bone spurs, kidney stones, gallbladder problems, memory problems, cataracts, back problems, disc problems, periodontal disease, you're losing your teeth, you're spending a lot of time in the dentist office, you've got all these implants being put in, or root canals or crowns, and they're scraping your gums because you have periodontal disease. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? People must love their dentist, to go through that stuff, when if you just supplement properly, you'll never have those diseases. Those have nothing to do with genetics. They have nothing to do with old age. They have everything to do 100% with just missing nutrients. Unfortunately for us, plants cannot manufacture minerals. You notice that 2/3 of the essential nutrients are minerals. Plants only need 9 minerals to be healthy and happy. We need 60. So if you're eating a perfect piece of multi-grain, organically grown bread, you're 51 minerals short. I hope you appreciate that. The only way you can guarantee you're going to get all 60 essential minerals so you can live healthily and full of energy, and again have a chronological age of 120 and a biological age of 50, the only way you can pull that off is to supplement properly. Nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket around the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like chocolate and chocolate ripple ice cream or gold and silver. Even on a single field in a farmer's land, row number 1 might have 18 minerals. Row number 5 might have 22. Row number 10 might have 3. Row number 15 might have 30. Row number 20 might have 0. So when you wake up in the morning and you're eating your oatmeal or you're eating your multigrain bread, it's to throw the dice in which row in the field that grain grew in, what minerals you're getting. Because plants cannot manufacture minerals. They only need 9 to be happy.